The man known as the Hyena of Malawi has been sentenced to 2 years in prison. In July, Eric Aniva told the BBC he was paid to have sex with newly widowed women in order to cleanse them. Last week, a court found him guilty of engaging in a harmful cultural practice. Well, with me now is Malawian journalist Joab Chakaza. Joab, just walk us back through this story a bit.
Well, so this story broke to the international audience earlier last year, actually. But in Malawi, it's been trending for quite a while, since 2008. But basically, it's about a man who had sex with more than 104 girls and women. And when this story was brought before the courts, the young girls that he had sex with refused to testify. So it ended up with him answering charges for sleeping with 2 women. One, he actually managed to have sex with, but the other one, it's just attempting to, but he never actually had sex with her.
And we must say that the man actually tested positive for HIV/AIDS as well.
The man is positive, yes.
He was charged to court under the recommendation of President Peter Mutharika.
Yeah.
Why did the government get involved?
I can only think of 2 reasons. The first one is that obviously it was to send a signal or a message that this is a harmful cultural practice that must be stopped at all costs. But another one would be possibly just to save face, because this story has been trending in Malawi for quite a long time, and the local media has reported widely on this story, but there was no action from the president until the BBC aired this documentary, and then the president, made that announcement that he should be arrested.
We must point out here that after the BBC investigation in July,
yes,
it caused an uproar back home in Malawi. But how common is this act of cleansing newly widowed women?
It's quite difficult to tell how common it is, because these practices are done in secrecy. These are cultural practices that are taken, underground. So it used to be quite prevalent a long time ago, but a lot of activities by government and non-governmental organizations raising awareness about the dangers of some of these harmful practices has made a lot of people stop doing them. But then there are some pockets of the communities which continue doing this, and it's difficult to tell how many are doing it. Only cases like these are ones that bring it up and remind people that we shouldn't give up the fight. This is still going on the underground.
Joab Chakaza, great to get your insight into this story. Thank you very much for being on Focus on Africa.